that file was actually downloaded from the internet. Okay, so let me see if there's a table to kind of, I'm just searching for a table which will be kind of easy for you guys to understand. Okay, so thing is that let's say found on the internet, this one is for trusted website on the internet. um, Zone identifier ID mapping. Okay, so what I will do is that I will be kind of dealing with this zone identifier obviously in a detailed way going forward. I have that in my notes. Okay, I was trying to kind of search for a table, but the thing is that whenever you click on this, let's say any of the file, and let's say there is zone identifier of that, and if that value of that is 3, that means that file was actually downloaded. Let's say zone identifier is 3, or let's say I think it's a 4. I think so, which means is that you can kind of figure out from the ID if that file was downloaded from the internet or not. Okay, so that's one of the things. So for an example, if I go to certain other files, let's say in the desktop folder, there is only one thing. Now it's nothing, but let me just quickly create a file. For, text file. So what we'll do is that I think it's not good to kind of waste time in kind of doing the analysis right now, because that thing is already covered in a deeper format in the later part. So thing is that for now, just keep in mind that zone identifier is one of the most important artifact, which from where we can figure out with the ID value, we can figure out if that file was downloaded from internet or what was it existing on the disk itself. Okay, so this is really useful thing to kind of know. So I hope you guys have got an idea like how you can kind of mount a physical drive. And let's say you can also, what you can do is that you can also mount a, let's say, for an example, a hard drive over here. If it hasn't kind of plugged out in the computer, you can also mount that in this tree structure. And it comes really handy to kind of search for a file. Now, the thing is that what I will do is I will try to kind of first go and showcase you guys how in the lab environment you can utilize this FTK imager. Okay, so let's say I have created a VSDX file using the cape, which you already remember I did that earlier using this command VSDX test1, and a VSDX was created. And now I wanted to, let's say I got this file on my lab side, and I want to parse this and see what all files it has captured. So what I will do, I have this file, right? What I will do, I'll quickly go to this image mounting image file. So let me just quickly go to the image file section. I will go to the shared drive. I will go to the cape artifact. I'll go and click on this VSDX. Okay, it says that okay, this VSDS file. What I have done is I have clicked on this disk icon which says mounting the image. I selected the VHDX file. I say that okay, mount it as physical drive in the letter E drive. Okay, and mount method is read only, read only. And this is something which is very important, guys. By default, it is read only, and you should also select this as read only. Otherwise, thing is that the artifact that you have collected, if you select writable, for an example, by mistake, it might, what you say, it might change the content. You might change the content of the artifact that you have collected unknowingly. Okay, so it's always kind of a good idea to do that as read only, and then we kind of select mount. So it will, I think for first time, it will kind of install certain drivers internally. So, and once that's done, what it will do is that you can kind of go to the my computer and kind of see that okay, the drive, the BSDS file has been kind of mounted as a drive, as a E drive. Okay, So it seems the driver has been kind of installed because it's showcasing me that the service has been created. Okay. And now the thing is that you just click cancel, don't format the disk because now the reason why it is select that file has been mounted as an E drive, but Windows is not able to recognize that. That was telling us to kind of format the disk, but let's not do that. And now if I go to that E drive, so if you see in the computer now we have an additional drive over here. If I go to this E drive, it said it's not accessible because Windows is not able to kind of mount that for us. But what we can do is we can just go to command prompt and say E drive. Okay, this is write protected. It's not letting us do that. It's fine. It has been mounted. What I will do is I'll go to physical drive. This time, let's say you see we are getting another storage, right? The E drive is also showing up. If I go again, I have mounted that VHDS file as an E drive. Okay, I will go over here, I select physical drive, and I will select, rather than C drive, I'll select the E drive and let it to finish. And let's see what it gives us. So the one that I'm showcasing right now is kind of just a way to kind of mount the drive, but normally I wouldn't use that in that format. But if you see over here, the physical drive has been parsed. Okay, and here we have few things. Now if you see, this is the VHDS file, that the one that we have actually kind of captured. And if I go over here in the root folder, you see, right, the thing that you have captured, the empty file that was captured from the host. So I hope you got an idea that whenever you have actually captured the artifact using cape and you selected the output format at VHDX, this is how you can kind of analyze that. So one of the thing is that you can just mount that in the FTK imager, and you can kind of look at, okay, what all files has been kind of extracted from that drive. And over here I see that, okay, in the C drive I see the NFT file was captured, and this is the NFT file structure over here. Okay, and this was captured from this host using the cape software. Okay, now there's other way too. The other way is to kind of what I will do is I'll close this, exit, and so the E drive has gone now. And now what I will do is the other way I will do is I'll click on the FTK imager. I'll go to evidence. I'll go to the image file directly this time. Okay, and select the source path. The source path is the VHDS. So rather than mounting it as drive, I'll just quickly pass this VHDS file. You will see it will quickly pass that out. Partition, cape, and you see the files. C drive, empty. So this is the best way to kind of parse any VHDS file, or let's say you have an image of created of a disk using a lot of different softwares like NCase. So NCase, the disk image, normally the extension is .e01. So here the extension is VHDX for NCase. If you can kind of making getting any disk image, so the disk image extension with E01, and you can also mount that in the FTK imager. Okay, and you can kind of do certain analysis from there. You can also export this file, copy this file, get the hash of that, a lot of other things. So I hope you got an idea about the FTK imager. If there's any question, feel free to interrupt me. And it also has this capture memory option, which can actually capture the RAM memory for you. I have not personally tested it anytime because I use a different software. But let me quickly see. So what it does is that it has certain. So what you can do is that you can actually capture the memory image. So what I will do is I'll give a destination path again. C drive. I will create a new folder. Let's say memory image. Click OK. Jet drive memory image. And thing is that what it will do is that it will capture the RAM memory for you of this operating system, the one that is running, and create a file with the name memdum.mem, which will be the